Hello everyone, Stephen Duncan here from Tony's Picks. And hockey season is not too far away, and I've been doing futures. Big time. Last year I went 8-3 on my future picks. Made like, 7 units, something like that. And I'm going to do it again this year. I'm kicking butt already. Well, I don't know if I'm kicking butt already. We'll find out. But I have an LA pick that you can find on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. And I have a Utah pick that I already put in. You can find on Tony's Picks on the YouTube channel on who's going to make the playoffs and who's not going to make the playoffs. This one, I don't know, it might be a little bit surprising because usually I always try to go plus money on these plays. But in this instance, I'm not actually. I'm going to be taking some juice on the team that I think is going to miss or not miss the playoffs. But I think it's such a for sure that it's worth the juice. So we are heading to the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Pittsburgh Penguins have had a tumultuous offseason for sure. Get back here again. We're going to look at their depth chart. We're going to look at forwards and defense and goaltending and who has left and who has come in. The big thing that has happened with the Pittsburgh Penguins is they traded Gunsel last year, which is their top line left winger. And they traded him to the Carolina Hurricane. This year, they haven't really did much to replace Gunsel. And in fact, they have done virtually nothing to replace Gunsel. So let's go down the roster. Now, they're going to have to play Rickard Rakell on the left side, which is his offside, by the way. If they're going, they could play Bunting there. I heard rumors that they're going to try Drew O'Connor there, a 25-year-old guy that is probably more of a third liner, but plays a more grinding style that Sidney Crosby appreciates. Of course, you got Brian Rust on the right side on the top line, and he's been there for a long time. He'll be fine. But if they do have to play Rakell there, I have lots of questions of whether he's going to find chemistry with Crosby. Then you have Michael Bunting on the second line left wing spot with Evgeny Malkin. And at this point, although I did like to trade for getting Rutger McGorty, love that name, love that name, love it, love it, love it. It's Rutger McGorty. I say Rutger McGorty. From the Winnipeg Jets, he's just a kid out of college. And at this point, that's going to be your second line winger, according to Daily Faceoff. Might have to play Cody Glass on the right side on the third line. The guy is just, well, take out the GL and you understand what I'm saying. And then Kevin Hayes, he's switched 2 teams now. He went from the Philadelphia Flyers, and Tortorella and him didn't get along. If you don't get along with Tortorella, you usually end up not being that great of a player. Okay? Anyway, he ended up going to St. Louis, and within one season, they're like, nah. So Pittsburgh picks him up. To what? He's soft. He plays a perimeter game. He's not a great defensive player. You see where I'm going here? And then Drew O'Connor, and then bottom line, Lizotte, Eller, and Achari. I'm telling you, that is a really terrible lineup. Terrible lineup. Defense. Marcus Peterson, great. Solid number 1. Erik Karlsson, we'll see what happens. He might be able to bounce back a little bit here. I don't know. Erik Karlsson generally usually plays really well when he is that guy. And I think it's been a little difficult with him with Letang there, who is the second line right defenseman. Because I feel like there might be some friction. This has been Letang's team on that right side. And then all of a sudden Carlson comes in and Letang's taking a back step. And I've heard that they're looking around trying to move him with this no movement clause. He wanted to, I heard there's rumors that he wanted to go to Montreal, but Montreal's doesn't want a guy that old. He doesn't, he's up there. He's in his 30s. Ryan Graves, who I never understood why they picked him up. I think they thought he was a defensive juggernaut. He's not. He's not. He is more of an offensive player, and he's like the Ben Sherratt of the day. Well, Ben Sherratt's still playing, but Ryan Graves is a big guy who likes to carry the puck and doesn't know much what to do with it, and doesn't know how to play defense very well. And they gave him a crap load of money. Matt Grzelcyk was a nice pickup from Boston, and Sebastian Aho on the right side is meh. This lineup is incredibly meh. So let's look at who they're competing with. In their division, right here. So you got New Jersey Devils improved themselves greatly. Not in the conference, I mean, improved themselves quite a bit. They're almost certainly going to make the playoffs this year, unless something crazy happens. New York Rangers, they won the President's Trophy last year. So, are they going to drop off that much? Probably not. And then it goes the New York Islanders, Philadelphia, or Pittsburgh, or Washington in that division. Personally, I think Washington has a better chance than Pittsburgh. Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia is going to have more points than Pittsburgh, and the Islanders are a better team than Pittsburgh. Oh, Carolina, New Jersey, and the Rangers are likely to make it out of that division. And, okay, you say, well, you should be one more spot. Go to the Atlantic after looking at the Metro. The Metro's weak. You got Boston. They just improved themselves with Lindholm and Zadorov. They made the playoffs last year with hardly a second-line center on the roster. They're probably making it this year. Florida Panthers won the Cup last year. Tampa Bay Lightning are always going to be in there. Well, for a little while anyways. They're a little weaker, but they should be in there. Toronto Maple Leafs, that's 4. And there's only 7 teams that make it. So, you think Pittsburgh's going to make it? Like I said, Washington's better. I think Philadelphia's better. Carolina is, New Jersey, and then probably the Islanders, and I don't think the Islanders are going to make it. So you're getting minus 155 for them to not make the playoffs. I know that's juicy, but I think it's a 90% play. I do not see Pittsburgh. I didn't even talk about the goaltending. Jari and Nedeljkovic, really? They're going to be your saviors when you have an average to below average defense. No scoring depth hardly at all. I love Sidney Crosby, okay? He can carry a team on his back. And maybe he does do that, and I never want to sell him short. But this Pittsburgh team looks like absolute ass. At minus 155, I'll gladly throw a couple units on that. I'll throw a couple units on it. Pittsburgh ain't making the playoffs. At minus 155, I think that's good value, to tell you the honest truth. It's very good value. So, that's my play. Pittsburgh Penguins to miss the playoffs. Keep on listening because I'm going to have a plus 10,000 futures play coming up next on who's going to win the Norris Trophy. Hook me up. You can get right now on Tony's Picks, you can get my NHL season pass, the whole season, for $250. I do this every year. It's an early bird special pass that I give out for those that have been following me for a long time. $250 for the whole season. You can't lose. I've been way above green, way green for 4 years, like lots, like 1,000 units for the last 4 years, and you can get it for $250. Go over to Tony's Picks, check it out. You can get 15% off there. Have a great day. Okay.